Hello guys, welcome to DTW tutorials. Welcome. So in today's video I'm going to be solving a question on graph. That's quadratic graph, how to plot your graph, how to find the table of values. I'm also going to explain on what this means: 2 centimeter to 1 unit on the x-axis and 2 centimeter to 5 units on the x-axis. Okay, so I'm going to explain all that in this video. All right, several students have asked me to please solve a question on graph, and this is the video for you. It's about 47 minutes long. Why is it that long? Because I've explained in detail everything, and I also videoed myself, okay, drawing the graph on an actual graph paper, so physically, so you can connect with me. Okay, so this video is going to help you in solving any question on graph you see in your exam. Okay, I pulled out this video from the WAEC 2018 mathematics theory questions, which I uploaded last week. Okay, so you can check that video out for the complete video of 1 to 13 questions solved, okay, for your 2008 past question. So it will help you. Also, we are going to solve, apart from plotting your graph, WAEC always bring a question on finding the solution of some equation or finding the roots of some equation. So in this video, everything is in it. All right. And if this is your first time on this channel, DTW Tutorials, an educational channel on YouTube where we support students preparing for your WAEC, NECO, post-UME, JAM, name it, your exams in Nigeria and West Africa. All right. And also, maths is the same all over the world. So even if you watch this, it will help you in whichever country you are in. Okay, so please make sure you click the subscribe button if it's the first time. Please support this channel to grow. Support me. Okay, let me know you love what I'm doing, and you support it and you want me to do much more. So please click the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up. Comment if you have any questions. Feel free to place a comment below, and also share this video and this channel to your friends, family, loved one preparing for any exam. Okay, and we do our videos all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Our maths and physics video all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. And also you can check out our blog, which is dtwtutorials.com. okay, for several various resources that would help in your exam. I think several resources, your timetable, your WAEC syllabus, your JAM syllabus, name it, several resources that will help in your exam. So please check out that blog. Okay, so let's get on to the video now, and don't forget, Jesus Christ is coming soon. Give your life to Christ. You are destined to win in the forthcoming WAEC 2019 exams. So let's get on to the video now. Question 11A of the WASSCE 2018 mathematics theory question, that's your WAEC theory question. It says, copy and complete the table of values for y, this should be an equal to sign here, equal to 2x squared plus x minus 10 for these values. That is what x is greater than or equal to -5, and x is less than or equal to 4. So we're to complete this table. Okay, so we're going to solve this out. So we're going to put in the values of x into this equation to get at different values of y from x as -5 to 4. Okay, we have to solve this out. It carries a mark. Okay, and we'll definitely go to our graph, and I'm going to explain in detail how to draw a graph. Okay, because this is when so many students ask questions on, oh, please do a graph for us. So this is very key. I'm going to explain some things on graph, then we'll plot our graph together. Okay, it might not be perfect, but I'm going to show you the steps. All right. Okay, so let us complete our table first. Now, so we have this. Okay, let's draw a line. So this is the equation: y is equal to 2x squared plus x minus 10. So from here, if your x squared is taking a positive sign, there's no negative here, it means that the graph of this, the shape of the graph of this graph is going to be a U. But when you have this x squared taking a negative, you are going to have what? In n. Okay, the shape of your graph will be here. So when you have the equation, you should at least know the shape of how the shape of your graph is, so that when you start drawing and your shape is going like n, then you should know you have made a mistake somewhere. So when x squared is taking a positive sign, the shape of your graph will be a U. But when x squared from your question is a negative, the shape of your graph will be what? An n. Okay, note that, it's very key. Okay, so you know when you're drawing your graph, when you're going in another direction, you should know you've made a mistake from your completing the table. Okay, all right. So when let us start solving this. So when x is equal to -5, So let's put in the values of x as -5 into this equation. Now you have to be very careful here, okay, so you don't miss your signs. All right, so you have here y is equal to what? 2 bracket what? -5 square plus bracket -5, then minus what? 10. So from here, what do you have? This is what 2 times what? 25. Is that not it? -5 square, the minus will cancel out, so we have 25 times what? 25. Here, this plus multiplied by this negative here will be a -5, negative what? 10. So you are left here with 2 times 25 is what? 50, and -5 minus 10 is what? Minus what? 15. So it's equal to what? 35. So our first value here is 35, so we write 35 here. Okay, so what's the next value is what? X is equal to what? -4. Okay, so we put in our value of -4, so we have 2 bracket -4 square plus bracket -4, then minus what? 10. So what do we have here? We have 2 times 4 square, that's -4 square will give us what? 16. Then plus times this minus here will give us a -4, negative what? 10. And what is 2 times 16? 2 times 16 will give us what? 32. And we have -4 minus 10 will give us what? Minus what? 14. And 32 minus 14 will give us what? 18. Okay, so this is what? 18. So we've been given this value here, and we have to look for what? This -2. Okay, so for x equal to -2, so we have y is equal to 2 bracket -2 square plus bracket -2 bracket close bracket minus what? 10. So here what do we have? We have 2 times what? 4. Is that not it? -2 square is what? 4 plus, no, not plus, you see where plus times negative will give us what? A negative. So -2 minus what? 10. So here what are we left with? We are left with what? 2 times 4 is what? 8. And -2 minus 10 will give us what? Minus what? 12. And what is my 8 minus 12? That will give us a negative what? 4. Is that not it? So we have a -4 here. So for -2 we have what? A -4. The next value we have to look for is when x is what? 1. Okay, so when x is equal to what? 1, what do we have? Our y will be equal to what? 2 bracket 1 square, okay, plus bracket 1, then 1, then minus what? 10. So what do we have here? 1 square is still 1, so we have 2 plus 1 minus what? 10. Is that not it? That is what? 2 plus 1, and 2 plus 1 is what? 3 minus 10. And what's 3 minus 10? That will give us what? -7. So this would be what? -7. So here we have 3. So when x is equal to 3, what do we have? Y is equal to what? 2 bracket 3 square plus 3 or bracket minus what? 10. So what is 3 square? That is 9. So we have 2 times 9 plus 3, then minus what? 10. What's 2 times 9? We have what? 18. Is that not it? 18 plus 3 will give us 21. Then 21 minus 10. What would that give us? What would that give us? That will give us what? 11. Okay, that's 21 minus 10 will give us what? 11. Okay, so the value of when x is 3, our y is what? 11. So our final one we have to look for is what? X is equal to what? 4. Okay, so we have y is equal to 2 bracket 4 square plus or bracket 4, then minus what? 10. Okay, so here we have 4 square, that's 16. So 2 times what? 16 plus 4 minus 10. Okay, what's 2 times 16? That will give us what? 32 plus 4 minus 10. And what's 32 plus 4? That will give us what? 36. And what's 36 minus 10? That will give us what? 26. So we have what here? 26. Okay, so this is our table. We've completed the table. Okay, so all you need to do on your book, draw out this table, then state this value. So this is the answer to question 11A. You must do your workings too. Okay, that's why I did it. We did it together. Be careful with your signs. This is where students miss points. Okay, because when you miss your sign here, like I think I made a mistake here, if you miss it, you're going to get a value, and which is going to change your curve. All right, that's the curve of the equation. So be careful, slow down here a bit, okay, and be very accurate, and go back to check if you missed anything. All right, so we have our table here. Now it's for us to plot our graph. So question 11B says we should plot the graph of this.
Remember from 11a, that's y equal to 2x squared plus x minus 10. Okay, using the scale 2 centimeter to 1 unit, that's on the x-axis, and the scale 2 centimeter to 5 units on the y-axis. Okay, so you can see I'm using the standard. Okay, if you look at this particular notebook, this is a WAEC standard graph sheet. Okay, I hope that's what you use everywhere in Africa. Okay, but we are going to be using this graph sheet. So why I'm doing this like a real physical video, not a digital video where I put in a digital copy of this, then plot on a whiteboard. Okay, is for you to connect, okay, with me directly. This is like a real life situation, so we're going to draw this graph together. So I'm going to be telling you some tips on plotting a graph. Okay, now the first tip is I need you to understand your scale. Okay, and in WAEC they would give you a scale. Please make sure you don't go and use your own scale, because that's where you start failing it. Make sure you use the scale given in the question. And this question says 2 centimeter to 1 unit on the x-axis. Now, what do they mean by 2 centimeter? I don't know, that's the first thing you might want to know. What's 2 centimeter? Because some questions might tell you use 1 centimeter to 1 unit, or 1 centimeter to 2 units. So what does this unit mean? What does this centimeter mean? Okay, let me explain it to you properly before we go forward with our own question. Now, the centimeter here, for instance, they say 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter on your graph sheet is from here to here. All right, and 1 centimeter is from here. You're going to count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here, this is 1 centimeter. Okay, while from here to here is 2 centimeter. And if you count the lines in the 2 centimeter, they are going to be equal to 10. Let's count together. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you see you have 10 boxes. 10 little of this cube would make up 2 centimeter, while 5 of these boxes, these lines, okay, that's horizontal lines, okay, would make up 1 centimeter. So for instance, you are told to use 1 centimeter to 1 unit. Okay, let me explain this unit now. This unit means like a number. So it is like saying every centimeter, give it a particular number. Are you following me? Now, for instance, if we have here, if the question says 1 centimeter to 1 unit, it means every 1 centimeter will be equal to 1. The next centimeter, you are going to add 1, which will be 2. The next centimeter will be 3. That's every 1 centimeter. All right? Okay. So, but for our question here, let's erase this. Okay, always make sure you have a good eraser, and also you have to have a HB pencil. Sorry, I'm not using a HB pencil here. Okay, but for you, please make sure you get a HB pencil. All right, okay, and a very good eraser. So here our questions now says the first thing on the x-axis. And remember, where is your y and x-axis? Okay, your y-axis is this way and your x-axis is this way. Your x-axis is always horizontal, while your y-axis is vertical. All right, make sure you know that your y and your x-axis. Okay, so it says on the x-axis 2 centimeter to 1 unit. So it means that from here to here, which is 2 centimeter, we are going to have 1 unit. All right, and it also says on the y-axis 2 centimeter to 5 units. So on the sorry, this is supposed to be from here to here. Okay, for the y-axis it says 2 centimeter to 5. So the 5 is just like a number. It could be 2 centimeter to 3 units. It could be 2 centimeter to 7 units. It could be 2 centimeter to 10 units. Okay, or 1 centimeter to 2 units. 1 centimeter to 5 units. But let me state, if this is if for instance it is 1 centimeter to 10 units, so it means on the x-axis, so it means that from here to here will be what, 10. Then you add another 10 from here to here, which is 1 centimeter, another 1 centimeter will be what, 20, add another 10, then another 1 centimeter, you add a 10 to this 20, we are going to have what, 30. Okay, or if it says 1 centimeter to 5 units, let's say on the y-axis, I mean, so it means that from here to here, which is 1 centimeter, here will be what, 5, okay, and from here to here you add another 5, it will be what, 10. So I hope we understand now the meaning of the centimeter to units. Okay, so now let's plot our graph. Okay, and we're going to look at this again. All right, so we have to plot our graph now. Okay, you have to have a ruler. Now let's draw a line for our y-axis. Okay. Apologize once more that this isn't a HB pencil because it's supposed to be thicker. Okay, so you could see it clearly. All right. Okay. Okay, so now let's draw this for our y-axis, right? All right. And you can see here the highest value of our y-axis is what, 35. Is that not it? 35. Okay, so it means that, and this is a positive 35. All right, so and our positive is up here, while our negative is what, down here. All right, and the highest value for our negative axis on the y-axis is also 9. So it means, you know, let's put our graph in such a way that, you know, since 35 is more, so let's draw the x-axis a little bit downward here. Okay, I think we can keep it somewhere here. All right, the y-axis says 2 centimeter to 5 units. Okay, so 2 centimeter to 5 units, that would be a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, what should we do? Okay, I think we can still bring it down, since here this is just -9, so we can have, like, if we put it here, if we put our x-axis here, we'll have like a 5 and 10. Is that not it? Okay, and we have a -10 here, so we can have a 5 and 10. We can actually bring it a bit down. All right. Okay, while I'm actually doing this, before you start drawing, you have to actually try to, you know, just scale out your graph. All right, since here you have 35, which is the highest positive value, so it means that the positive portion of the y-axis have to be what, more. Okay, and the negative portion, the highest negative value here is -10, so we can easily put minus the values here, the units here of -10 can easily be, we can easily get it down here. All right, that's why I'm doing this. Okay, and before we even plot our y, we're even supposed to check our x out, because we have -5. -5 will be all this way, and a positive 4 would be this way. So I think it's even best we would have put our y-axis here, this on this line, but it's still okay. So let's draw our x-axis. Okay, I'm trying to make this thing dark so you see it. Okay. All right, but if you're using a HB pencil, just drawing it once it would be dark and clear enough. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is our y-axis. You state it, and this is our x-axis. Okay, state it. All right. Okay. So from here, this is 0. So let us put in our values. Now it says what, our scale. Let's do our scale down. Our scale on the x-axis says what, 2 centimeter to what, 1 unit. Okay, so 2 centimeter to 1 unit. That will be, here will be 1. Here will be 2. That is 2 centimeter to 1 unit. Then here will be what, 3. here will be what, 4, and here will be 5. Okay, so on this side this is negative, so here will be what, minus what, 1, and here will be what, a negative what, 2, here will be what, a negative what, 3, and here will be what, a negative what, 4, and here will be a negative 5. Okay, so it says on our y-axis we have 2 centimeter to 5 units. Okay, so 2 centimeter to 5 units, 2 centimeter to 5 units on our y-axis. So it means from here to here will be what, 5 centimeter, 5. Okay, that's 2 centimeter to 5. So from here to here will be what, 5. Okay, to here will be what, 10. Here will be what, 15. So every 2 centimeter add a 5. That's what it means. Here will be what, 20. Here will be what, 25. Here will be 30. And here will be what, 35. We can leave it at 35, or we can just add one more. And here will be what, 40. Okay, but we know we're going to stop at what, 35. Okay, so now on the negative part of what, our y-axis, here will be what, a 5, minus 5. Okay, and here will be what, a negative what, 10. Okay, I hope you can see that. So here is a negative 5, and here is a negative what, 10. Or should I use a pen so you could see, we could see it together? Okay, let's use, I think we should use a pen, all right, instead of using a pencil, so you could see the values, all right, because I know it might not be so clear, but let's use a pen. Okay, all right, so this is a 5 here, a negative 5, a negative 10. So this is 1 here, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. This is a negative 1, a negative 2, a negative 3, a negative 4, and a negative 5. Okay, this is a 5 here, this is a 10 here, this is 15, this is 20, this is 25, this is 30, this is 35, and this is what, 40. Okay, so now let's plot our graph, and this is what, 0. So let's plot our graph. It now says when x is what, minus 5, y is what, 35. So it means x is minus 5, y is what, 35. So this is our first point here. So you make a star here. Okay, the next point, when x is minus 4, y is what, 18. Okay, minus 4, where would 18 fall? Okay, so now this is 15, so it means this will be 16, this is 17, 18, 19, 20. Now this is where the trick, there's another, you have to understand this now. So it means here from 15 to 20, what are the values between it? So from here to here will be what? If this is 15, from here to here is 16. So 2 lines will give us what? 16. This from here to here will be what? 17. From here to here will be 18. From here to here will be 19. And from here to here will be what? Will be 20. So in explain how you can know the value of each of these lines here, well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's each of this line between 5 and 10, or 0 and 5, or 10 and 15. Now to know this, since we know that the y-axis says 2 centimeter to 5 units, okay, and two in a 2 centimeter box, okay, which is from here to here, as I said earlier, in a 2 centimeter box you have what? 10 what lines, okay? That you have 10 of these small boxes, these small square boxes, that you have 10 horizontal what lines. If we count it, we have here, from here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's for a 2 centimeter box. But for a 1 centimeter we have 5. And remember I said 1 centimeter is from here, 1, you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so for a 2 centimeter box, you have what 10 what of these boxes. That's the lines, all right. And here we're told 2 centimeter to 5 units. So simply to get each of the value of these lines, these boxes, we just say what 5 divided by what 10. Okay, since it's 2 centimeter to 5 units, and each 2 centimeter we have 10 boxes, so we say 5 divided by 10. And what is 5 divided by 10? That will give us what 0.5. Okay, and so definitely each of this line will be what 0.5. So you have from here to here is 0.5. You add another 0.5 here, we have 1. Another 0.5 times plus 1, we have 1.5. 1.5 plus 0.5, we have 2. So it means here is 1, here is 2. That's each 2 boxes. We have 1, 2, we have 3, we have 4, then 5. Okay? All right, so but from here, from 5 to 10, what do we have here? If this is 5, this here will be 6, here will be 7, here will be 8, here will be 9, and definitely here is what 10. And if this is 10, it means here will be what 11. You know, from here to here is 10.5. 10.5 plus another 0.5 will give us 11. Okay, so I'm just making it easier that each 2 boxes will be 1. Okay, so here would be what 12, here will be 13, here will be 14, and here will be what 15. Now on the x-axis, now how do we get to know each of these little boxes? What is the value for each of these boxes here? That's each of the lines. Okay, you know, in 2 centimeter, okay, we have 10 what lines. Okay, that's 10 of these boxes. Now from here, our x-axis says what 2 centimeter to what 1 unit. So all we need to do is just say what 1 divided by 10. And what is 1 divided by 10? That will give us what 0.1. So it means now that each of this line is what 0.1. Okay, so you have 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, then 0.9 plus another 0.1 will give us what a 1. So it means from here we have 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, then a 2. So I hope you now understand how you can get the values of each of these points. So if you're just giving your 2 centimeter to 1 unit, all you need to do is just divide 1 over what 10. If it was 1 centimeter to, let's say, 2 units, remember you have 5. You have 5 of the blocks, okay, in a 1 centimeter. So all you need to do is divide what 2 divided by what 5, okay, and that will give you the value of each of the lines. All right, okay, and 2 divided by 5 is definitely what 0.4. Okay, so that's how you get the value of each of these lines. Okay, that's in case you are confused about it. You know, it can get a student confused. Even me, right, when I was also learning on graph, this also got me confused. So that's how you can get it. Okay, that's why from here to here is 16, from here to here is 17, this is 18, this is 19, and this is what 20. Okay, and our value says our table says -4 is equal to what 18. So we have here -4, and let's stress 18. So here will be what from here to here is 16, 17, and 18. So 18 is what's here. So this is a point for 18. Okay, so this is 18. All right, now the next value says -3. X is -3 when y is what 5. Okay, so y is what 5 and x is what -3. So this is the point here. Okay, now the next thing says what when x is -2, y is what -4. Okay, so when x is -2, y is what -4. Okay, y is -4. So we're still going to apply the same principle since we still have what 2 centimeter to 5 units. Okay, so if this is -5, from here to here will be what -4. That's here will be -4, here will be -3, here will be -2, here will be -1, and here will definitely be what 0. So we have -2 and what -4. So -4 will be what here. This is a point for -4. Okay, -2 and y minus what 4. Now the next value says what when x is what -1, y is what? Minus what? 9. Okay, so this is minus 1. Y will be what? Minus what? 9. So minus 9 is what? Here. Okay, so if this is minus 10, the next 2 points will be what? Up will be what? Minus what? 9. So x is what? Minus 1 and y is what? Minus 9. So we have it here. Our point is what? Here. Okay, now the next thing it says when x is 0, y is what? Minus 10. Okay, so x is 0, x at 0, y is what? Minus 10, and this is what? Minus 10. Okay, so this is our point here. All right, the next value says when x is 1, y is what? Minus what? 7. So where is minus 7? This is x is 1. Where is minus 7? Okay, so if this is minus 10, it means here is minus 9. This is minus 8. And here is what? Minus what? 7. So trace it down here. Since we have here as what? X is what? 1. And y is what? Minus 7. So this is our point here. Okay, are you following me? If you have any questions, just feel free to drop a comment in this video, okay? All right, so the next value says when x is what? 2, y is what? 0. Okay, so when x is 2, y is 0. So at y 0, x is what? 2. So this is our point here. All right, okay, the next value says when x is 3, y is what? 11. Okay, x is 3, y is 11. If this is 10, definitely the next 2 points will be what? 11. So this is 11. When x is 3, y is 11. Okay, that's y is 11. The next point says when x is 4, y is what? 26. Okay, 26 when x is 4. Okay, if this is 25, then it means the next 2 boxes is what? 26. So y is what? 26 when x is what? 4. Okay, so this is our point. All right, have you gotten it? So this is the way our graph would what be. So now it's for us to now trace this point. Okay, trace this point out. Okay, in tracing your point out now on the graph, you have several methods. I remember them back then in school. I used broomstick. Okay, I'm still quite old school, but I think right now you can use a French curve. I don't know how to use a French curve, so I'm going to use the broomstick here. Okay, but I think French curve could be more easier, but I have a broomstick here, so that's what we're going to use. Okay, and I'm going to use my pen so we see the lines. Okay, so this is my broomstick. You can take your broomstick if you want to the exam hall. I don't think the examiner would disturb you with it, but okay. All right, so I have this, so we can draw the first line. We're just going to trace it, okay, together. All right, I'm going to use my pen, okay? And sorry, I didn't know when my phone stopped recording. I think a call came in, so I actually drew this part of the graph. Okay, you didn't see that, but we're going to draw this together, okay, and you're going to see it. Okay, so let's get this point together. So how do we do this? Still using my broomstick. Okay, I'm using a pen here. Okay, gotten those 2 points. All right, so let me try to get this point now. I hope you can see this clearly. Okay, yeah, I can do it this way. Okay, a little bit bent here. All right, okay, just one step here. Okay, I think I've gotten it now. All right, okay, yeah, great, gotten that point now. All right, okay, so let's try to get this point. We're almost done. Okay, just look for the straight part of the broomstick. All right, just curve this. think a French curve would be better, right? But I'm still old-fashioned. Don't mind me, please. But the basic key things of a curve is your points, getting your points right, then trying to get the curve. All right, I think, yep, good. Okay, let's get these 2 points now. We're almost done. Okay. Are you with me? Stay with me, okay? So you can see when you're picking your questions, you know, part B, this graph is part of part B in your theory question. So you should know that this will take some time. So time yourself. Your theory takes 2 hours 30 minutes. The first part is compulsory, so try to be fast with the first part because the third part is quite hard. I think you select in the third part there are 8 questions. I think you get to select, I don't know if it's 3 or 4 right now. Okay, we've gotten this. Yeah, just the last one remaining now. Okay, just 1 minute. Let's do this together. Okay. Oh, great. Okay, so you can see our curve. I think I tried a bit, right? Okay, when you're using your pencil, it's going to be quite easy for you because you know you can erase, then use your pen, the broom to also make it better. But I think this is fairly good. All right. Okay, so this is the curve. All right. This is the first part of the question, which says draw the graph. Okay, plot the graph using our scales which we've used. Then on your graph, also make sure on this graph, just write here y is equal to, for the examiner, it's actually another additional point. You say y, this is the graph of y is equal to what, 2x squared plus what, x minus 10. That's on the graph. Write it on this line. All right, so it says that this is the graph of this equation. All right, okay, so we have this. Now what's the next thing for us to do? Question B, that's for the same 11B, okay, which is this. Now in 11C, we have 11ABC. 11C says use the graph to find the solution of, it says we should find the solution of I 2x squared plus x minus 10. Okay, no, not minus, equal to 10, and I 2x squared plus x minus 10 equal to 2x. Okay, so we have to find that. That's what the question, the second part, that's 11C. All right, so to find 11CI, that is 11CI, we have here 11CI, 2x squared plus x equal to what, 10. It says we should find what? We should find the solution of this using what? Our graph. So from here, we have to equate this to look as this, y equal to what? 2x squared plus what? X minus 10. Okay, that's, we have to make this equation look as in equate it to look as like this. Okay, in doing that, we are going to have here 2x squared plus x, taking 10 to this side, we have minus 10 equal to, we are going to be left with what? Is 0. So it means here that y is equal to what? 0. Okay, so y equal to 0. So from here, to get the solution of this, it means we are going to have 2 values of what? X. Okay, and at y equal to 0. So where is y equal to 0? Y is equal to 0 here. So on the graph, okay, we're going to check at the point where y is equal to 0, where the graph touch what the x-axis, okay, and that is what we know as what the roots of the equation, okay, that is what we know as what the roots of the equation, where the points where the curve touches what the axis at y equal to 0. So where does the point of the curve touch the x-axis? We're going to trace that down. So here we have 1 point here. 1 point is what? X. So here x is equal to or 2, or this next point, what point is this? See this point here? We have a point here, and this is like this is 2 here, and this is like the middle. This is the mid. It cuts it. Can you see this? I hope we can see this. Okay, so it cut at this point here, and at this point, this is the mid between 3 and 2, and which is what? 2.5. okay, so we have 2.5 here. This is like saying 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, and 3. So it cuts here at what? 2.5. So x is equal to 2, or x is equal to what? 2.5. So this is the solution of what? This equation. X is equal to 2, or x equal to what? 2.5. Now we have the next question says find the solution of what? This. So we have 11C III, which says 2x squared plus what? X minus 10 equal to what? 2x. So here it means that y is equal to what? 2x. Okay, so this means this would make us to what? Form a table. All right, we have to form a table, then look for the line of y equal to what? 2x. And in forming the table, we're going to still use the values of x from x as minus 5 to what? 4. Okay, so let's do this together. So we have here, let's just plot the table first. We have x, okay, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, then 4. Y. Okay, so what will be y when x is what? Minus 5. Let's solve this together. Let's use the space here. Let's just manage the space. I hope you can see this. Okay, all right, I'm just checking the camera to see if you can see it. Okay, I hope you can see it together. Okay, all right, so so when y, so what will be y when x is what? Minus 5. So we have here 2 times what? Minus 5. And what will be 2 times minus 5? We have a minus 10. So we have a minus 10 here. When x is what? Minus 4. What do we have? Times minus 4. We have what? A minus what? 8. So this will be a minus 8. When x 2 times what? Minus 3. We're going to have a minus 6. So this will be a minus 6. So we have y 2 times what? When x is minus 2 minus 2, we have a minus 4. When this will be now, okay, let's put it here. Sorry, this shouldn't be minus 4, this should be minus 6. Okay, 2 times minus 2, we have what? A minus 4. And here we have what? 2 times minus 1, we're going to have a minus 2, so we put a minus 2 here. And here we have what? 2 times what? 0, we have 0. Okay, we'll put a 0 here. We have y equals to 2 times 1, we have a 2 here. Y is equal to 2 times 2, we are going to have a 4. That's why we have a 4 here. Y equal to 2 times 3, we're going to have a 6. This will be a 6. And finally, y equal to 2 times 4, we're going to have what? 8. So this will be 8. So this is our table. This is our table for what? When y is equal to what? 2x. So we're going to plot this graph here. Then where this this equation, the equation of the line touches your curve, we are going to trace those 2 points, and that will be the solution of this what? This final, the last II what? Equation. Okay, so let's plot the graph. When x is what? Minus 5. When x is minus 5, y is what? Minus. When x is minus 5, y is minus 10. Okay, so we're going to have something here. When x is minus 5, y is minus 10. When x is minus 4, y is minus what? 8. What will be 8? This will be 9. So we're going to have 8 somewhere here. Okay. And when x is minus 3, y is minus 6. 6 will be somewhere here. Okay. When x is minus 3, sorry, when x is minus 2, y is minus 4. Okay, so it's going to cut here. All right, so this is minus 4. And here, when x is minus 1, y is what? Minus 2. Where is minus 2? This is 4. This is 4. This is 3. And this will be 2. So we are going to have the point here. All right, here. Okay, that's for minus 1. And when x is 0, y is also 0. So we have a point that's going to cross here, the mid. Okay, and here we have here when x is 1, y is what? 2. So if this is 1, x is 1, we on the y-axis this is 1 and 2. So we're going to have it here. X is 1 and y is what? 2. And when x is 2, y is 4. So if this is 2, okay, this will be 3 and this will be 4. So y is what? 4 here. The next one, when x is 3, y is what? This is 6, okay? When x is 3, y is 6. So where this is 3, okay, where is 6? If this is 5, this will be what? 6. Is that not it? Okay. And when x is 4, y is 10. When x is 4, y is what? 8. Let us look for 8. This is x at 4. Okay, this is 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this is 8. When x is 4, y is what? 8. Okay, so here we're going to draw a straight line. And try to get all the points. Okay. All right. I think this should do this. Do it. Okay. Now I'm using a pen. So it's going to be very different when you're using a pencil. Okay? Okay. All right, so this is the line here. And you write on the line, y is equal to what? 2x. So the point at which the line crosses the curve, we're going to trace it down to x. Okay? So let's assume it's here that it touches. Let's just pick this point here. Okay? So it picks it here. So we trace it down to x. And this one we trace down to what? X. Okay? So here, what do we have? Tracing the point at which this line cuts the curve. Tracing it down here, we have what? A 2.5. This is 2.5. This is 2. This is 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, and 2.5. So one of the solutions to this equation is what? X is equal to what? 2.5. And the next solution is it touches the line touches the curve here, and when we trace up, we get what? A minus 2, or x equal to what? Minus 2. Okay, so this is the solution of 11C. Okay, so this is everything about plotting the graph. I hope you understand this properly, and I hope I was able to connect with you also, which is the purpose of why I said I should do this physically, so you understand it. So I hope you really get this. Okay, so this is simply how you draw a graph. You don't use a pen. Please don't use a pen. Use a HP pencil. Okay, and if you would love to use a French call, fine, but I'm used to the broomstick. That's how I learned mine about 16 years ago while writing my WAEC. Okay, so you can use it. You can see my own graph here. I think it's quite okay. All right, so this is the way you find the solution of, after, in the graphs, after you plot the graph, they always try to make you look for, it's either they stated find the solution of these equations, or they ask you find the roots of this equation. It is still the same. Don't be confused. When they say root of the equation, it's still the same as finding the solution of the equation. Okay, finding the solution of the equation, it means the root of the equation. So when you are given the equation, formulate it, let it look like this, and if it gives us that y, as we said here, when we brought 10 to this side, it became a minus. You can see it's the same as this, so we equate it towards 0. Are you getting it? Since y is equal to 0, so definitely the points will be where the curve crosses the x-axis at y equal to 0. So the point at y equal to 0, we trace them down, and where we got this point and this point. These are solution. Oh, sorry, this should be a negative. Okay, this is a negative 2.5. okay, because we took it from a negative 2.5. all right, sorry, this is a negative 2.5, not a positive. All right, okay, so that is how you find the solution of the equation. And you can see how we did this for here. We still had to form a table and plot the straight line graph, and where it touched the curve, that's where we have our point, which is the solution to the equation. That's the root of the equation. All right, so thank you. So let's get on to the next question.